Today, I want to share a scientific study that helps us understand family constellations. In family constellations, we're looking for a way to heal the trauma that we are unconsciously carrying for our ancestors. So, this scientific study came out in Nature magazine in 2013. And what they did is that they had some mice and they exposed the mice to the smell of like a mixture of almond and cherry blossom. And as they were smelling this, they gave them a small electric shock. So they crossed these mice, and the offspring reacted with anxiety to the smell, even without the shock. So they crossed these mice as well, and the offspring did exactly the same. They reacted with anxiety to the smell, and it happened for several generations more. So, what's going on here? The original generation experienced trauma, they were hurt, they felt this shock that was not nice when they were having that smell, even though it was a nice smell. So they associate this with pain. So the offspring get this anxiety reaction as a way of knowing that that smell is not safe, so that they can stay away from it, so that they can be protected. And the interesting thing is that happens for several generations more. So, what happens in our life when our ancestors had trauma? And something similar is exactly what happens. So, let's say that I have an ancestor that participated in a war, and I may not even know this, but in my life, I have a lot of anxiety, especially when there's like stress, when there is loud noises, and I have no idea of where this is coming from. And this could be information from the trauma of my grandfather or great grandfather or whoever participated in the war, telling me that I can be in danger, that I need to protect myself, that those situations that I'm experiencing may not be safe for me. Maybe, let's say in a different example, my grandmother was abused by men and she eventually gets married. So she has my mom and she may or may not have good relationships with men. And then I'm born and I want to have a healthy, loving relationship with a partner. I want to get married and have children. And I'm not able to. Maybe I'm always finding the wrong person, or maybe I just find all the faults in the people that I'm meeting, in the men that I'm meeting, and I don't know why. Why I'm never happy, why I think that they can be dangerous. And this might be the information of the experience of my grandmother telling me that that could be unsafe. So the work that we're doing here with family constellations is just acknowledging what has happened in the past for our ancestors, knowing that that was something difficult that they experienced. And we're also bringing the information that that was their experience and not ours, that our life is different. The moment that we're living in is different as well. So something that is useful for them might not be useful for us anymore. That even though we're in an experience that we might get hurt, it's an experience that we want to have. And we have the tools to navigate it in a different way. So we let go of this information that is not useful for us anymore with gratefulness, because it has been a protection. That was the original idea of this information getting passed on from generation to generation. So we acknowledge the pain, the suffering. We honor and respect everything from the past, and we leave it with them. And we choose to have a different experience in our lives. And this is the work that we're doing in Family Constellations.